Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. 2022 is a year of getting the aspirants ready on different platforms. PDP have gotten their mandate and is in the person of Atiku Abubakar. APC is on its way to get the flag bearer. Of course, as it is, as at this time of filing the report, the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is leading by counting. We started sorting it and they've started counting. Is already taking a huge lead. Then the challenge we're having right now is Peter Obi. There was a lot of jubilation when they came from PDP to Labour Party, and he had an unopposed movement where he is now the Labour Party flag bearer. I'm afraid there's problem. There is fire in the mountain for Peter Obi. A lot of Nigerians, a lot of youthful Nigerians out there are rooting for him, except of course he is on the particular platform. There's little or nothing Nigerians can do. There is problem, and Nigerians are wondering what's the way forward. In a moment we're going to find out what it is. I just hope that it's not another way of pushing him out of being the flag bearer. Before we go into the newspaper, like, subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered that the Labour Party and some of its executives be served with a fresh suit challenging the party's leadership. Inyangekwo, the presiding judge, gave the order as at Monday while ruling on the ex-party motion filed by Calistus Okafor Igbo man, a former deputy national chairman of the party. Ekwo ordered a substituted service of the originating summons, interlocutory injunction, and all other processes in this suit on the 1st and on the 3rd, on the 6th and on the 12th and 14th defendant by pasting the said processes at their political party's office, which is the 5th defendant office located at number 2 Okeagba Street off Lodoke Akintola Boulevard, Garki 11, Abuja. The court ordered that the service must be effected within 7 days of the order of this order. Actually, the matter was then adjourned till June 30th for further mention. In the suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/1636/2021, Okafor, who is a factional leader of the party, is challenging the legality of the leadership of Julius Abure and Akingbade Oyelakan, whom he said represents persons wrongfully and unlawfully parading themselves as the members of the National Working Committee (NWC) of Labour Party. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) is joined as the 4th defendant in the suit. Umar Farouk, secretary of the party, was included as the 2nd defendant, and other defendants are members of the committee set up by the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) to take over the affairs of the party. The committee members are listed as Salisu Mohammed, Lawson Osage, Isa Aremu, Baba Aye, Ikpe Etukudu, Sylvester Jofo, and Lucy Offiong. The NLC is also listed as a defendant in the suit. Meanwhile, the development comes days after Peter Obi, a presidential hopeful, joined the Labour Party after resigning his membership of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). On Monday, Obi was selected as the presidential candidate of LP, that's Labour Party, after 3 other aspirants stepped down for him. Now the question now is, now that they have started this hanky-panky, they should be careful so that the other prominent parties will not hijack it halfway. Whatever it is that is the leadership problem, now that we've involved INEC in it, the next thing you will hear is, if eventually And now the final court hearing on this matter, if it's not adjourned again, is on the 30th of this June. We're going to keep you updated as soon as there is a new development on that. Now, if for any reason, let's look at the analysis, let's look at the dynamics that may likely affect Peter Obi either which way. If for any reason, all right, the court rules it in favor of Calistus Okafor, he would now say, okay, all other party that was held, all other elections that were held, being that he was not the leader or the factional leader, then it's considered null and void. And if for any reason they sort this out after INEC have closed their primaries calendar, then LP may have no presidential candidate. But if he says it's null and void and it's still within the calendar time of INEC, then they will now start looking for fresh candidacy. What if, this is Nigeria, everything is possible? What if they said, it's okay, we don't want you fielding Peter Obi? How much? What will it take you? Like Akpabio, Gospel Akpabio of Akwa Ibom will say, said, what money cannot do, more money can do it. Every man has a price, unfortunately, in a corrupt system. Now, he has to be very careful in the bid of trying to get leadership. He has to be very careful so he doesn't break, the whole system, as it were. Because if eventually he drags this thing to Supreme Court, I just hope at the end of the day he will not say the leader or the person that on whose mandate LP on he got the mandate, which is the Peter Obi, it's not the candidate of choice, of his choice or of his party. He could actually, it's a dicey situation. I feel, going forward, personal opinion, I feel that this is the best time before it goes beyond this level, before it escalates. Yes, Peter Obi right now may say, well, it's just a leadership issue. I'm sure they'll sort it out. Yes, but I've learned from experience not to wait for things to happen to you before you start reacting. I would have thought that Peter Obi would wage in now, okay, whatever it is, leadership issue it is. I know he's new, probably is trying to test waters, not to involve himself unduly in the national issues of the primary, the party's national issues. But I prefer that he wage in and ask questions. What's the challenge? Okay, can we just merge the leadership? Okay, you Labour, can you, of course I know how stubborn some men can be, but I feel that for the good of the party, Peter will be coming into the party, change the narrative of the party. Come, let's tell ourselves the truth. A whole lot of Nigerians just know that Labour Party is one party somewhere. But the emergence of Peter Obi on that party, a lot of people, they come from their various parties, especially PDP, to join Peter Obi. So I think the whatever legal tussles they're having, they should ensure that at the end of the day it's not hijacked, and at the end of the day they will not shoot themselves in the leg, and at the end of the day they will not have any party presidential hopeful to field, which would be so pathetic because Nigerians are watching. And I would pray also. I pray that Calistus will find a way around his heart and around his conscience to walk around this, at least, if not for anything, just because of that which is in front of them. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Also, take with these dynamics coming up, I think Peter Obi should actually wage in before it's being hijacked. This is Nigeria. Things happen. What's your take on this?